Picking up from where our last video left off, we had just talked about infinitives. They are to plus a verb used as a noun, adjective, or adverb. So again, we're talking about verbals from chart Q. We had identified to write is important. To write is a noun in the sentence. It's an infinitive. It's to plus a verb, but it's acting as a noun because it's the subject of the sentence. What is important? To write. Look at this next one. I like. To write is my infinitive. I like what? To write. Here, to write is again acting as a noun. An infinitive is to plus a verb used as a noun, adjective, or adverb. Here, the noun is doing the job of the direct object. I like what? To write. I have a paper to write. Let's look at the infinitive again. To write. An infinitive is to plus a verb used as a noun, like in these two sentences, an adjective or adverb. Well, look at this. I have a paper to write. What kind of paper? A paper to write. So here, this is answering an adjective question. So this infinitive is acting as an adjective. Again, we see the verb write, but to is before it in each of these, and so it is considered an infinitive. It's not doing the job as a verb, Mr. Verbal Gerbil. It is doing the job of a different part of speech. To plus a verb. This paper is challenging to write. This paper is challenging. I could actually leave this off so I know that it's a modifier. It's going to tell me a little bit more about the sentence, and in this case it's telling me more about is challenging. And it's actually doing the job, in this case, of an adverb. We know that an adverb modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb and answers the question how, when, where, why, how often, how much, to what extent, under what condition. I think this could probably answer a couple of different questions. This paper is challenging to what extent? To write. Or this paper is challenging how? How is it challenging? It's challenging to write. So this is an adverb. One additional piece of information regarding infinitives is that when we diagram them, for instance, up here, to write is important, we put them on stilts. We put that little to on a slanted line, much like we would a preposition, to write. And actually, I would capitalize it because I always follow that model for my sentence, is. And then this is actually a predicate adjective because I have a linking verb. Is what? Important. Important describes to write. So that is an example of how I would diagram this particular sentence. So again, infinitives. Infinitives are simply verbs that are acting like another part of speech. Remember my verbal, the gerbil, he's a verb, but he is going to act. He's going to wear a different costume. And today, this week, we're talking about infinitives. An infinitive is to plus a verb used as a noun, adjective, or adverb. So until next week, hopefully we'll be a little more interactive next time. I hope you enjoy your week at home with Essentials. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. As a student or a parent, I'd be happy to equip and help you in any way I can.